Now, remember how we learned about image tags? Let's say in the unfortunate example that when we run our image tag, we fall into a problem, such as maybe the image didn't load properly so you can't see the image, or maybe the image broke or the link disappeared. So now the image, we can't get the image back anymore. So then what do we see? Usually you see this little icon that's like you see like a little file or image, and then you might see a little X somewhere. And this basically indicates that the image didn't load properly. So sometimes what you see is that you'll see a little text appearing. So if I go to over here, and if I go here, you'll see that over here, this image didn't come up, and you have that little file thing there, right? So now we know the image didn't come up, but we have this little text here that tells us what the image was meant to be about. So image may contain two people sitting. And that's pretty interesting, and that's something you learn in HTML as well. So what this is that when you put in your image, so image source, and let's say I want to put an image of biryani, a very popular dish in Indian and Pakistani and Bangladeshi culture. So that's a picture of biryani. Wait, why? Oh, whoops! I wrote plus instead of equal. So now we have a massive image of biryani. Now, what happens if this doesn't properly load? Then we have an alt. And alt basically stands for alternative. And when we say alternative, if this image doesn't load, we want the alternative or whatever else to come up to equal to this, which is going to be, this is a picture of biryani. It obviously won't come up now because obviously the picture's loaded. But let's say this image broke. So let's say I wrote the link incorrectly. Then you'll see this. This is a picture of biryani. Make sense? Let me just fix this up here. JPG. And yeah. That's what alt is. Alt is also useful if you have, let's say, a blind person who's trying to navigate a website. What happens is that sometimes you'll see them using a software or a piece of code that reads the text out loud to them. So what happens whenever it comes to a picture of something, it'll actually read the alt text out loud for them. And this is why it's very important to put alt. So that just in case someone who's blind, who can't actually see, can hear what the image was meant to be about. Now that's it for images. That should be everything in regards to images as well. So you have images. So whenever you're creating an image tag, you have image, your source. So we'll just put a dead link. So dead links are made using a hashtag. Let's fix that. And after that, you can also say which target you want. So target equals to underscore blank. And underscore blank basically means that it'll open a new tab. After that, next you want next you can also type your alternative. So alternative equals to, this is a dead image. Oh wait, I have to put an example. There we go. This is a dead image. As you can see, I was meant to put the hashtag, I'm sorry, that's only for dead links, but I was meant to actually put an example, but I'll just put http:// doesn't work, because I know this won't work. So as you can see, you can get the thing. And also, another thing we learned about images is that you can also do this. Equals to. Hashtag will make this a dead link because it's only an example. And then slash a. Oh wait, I think I need to put an actual image. I'll get the same image I got for biryani. There we go. run code. If I click the biryani, I'll get rid of this underscore blank thing as well. That's not meant to be there. Sorry. I got the things confused as well. So target equals to, sorry about that, I got the link and image things mixed up. Underscore blank. So this is where you put target underscore blank. You don't put target underscore blank in your image. That's my bad. So run code. Now if I click this, it'll open a new page, which will be this. And that's it for all of this. Next, you're gonna have more about links. Now, I'm gonna actually need an example, so give me a second. So we'll use this as an example. And as I mentioned before, this is a head. This is also a title tag. We'll visit this later as well, so don't worry about that for now. Then you have your header 1, your paragraph tag, and then you have the end of your body tag. So if I run this code, it'll give me this little web page here. Now what I want to add here, other than these paragraphs, is our footer tag. Before we put our footer tag, we're gonna write something else here. We're gonna say contacts, for example, if you want to contact anyone. So I'll put BR here, and then I'll put a header 2 tag, which will say contacts. If I run this code, you'll see a little contacts thing here. Then I'll write a paragraph saying you can contact us through this email, and the email will be, for example, test@gmail.com, and I'll put some numbers here as well, 02478. Now we have a contacts here, and what we're going to do is that with these contacts, you want to make it so that if someone's navigating through our page, if they click a certain link, they'll come straight to here. So you have two types of links. You have links that send you to a certain web page, and links that send you to a certain part of your website. So I'll show you an example. I'll create another paragraph saying, if you would like to learn more about cats, then click here, and I'll put our anchor tag here, /a, to learn more, /p. Now in our anchor tag, we're gonna write the following. So before I continue, this anchor tag needs a link, right? It needs somewhere to go to. And if we say go to any heading 2, it might take the wrong heading 2, right? So what we do something called assigning an ID. So after writing h2, I write ID equals to quotation marks contacts dash header. So what's gonna happen when I write my link here? So I'll write highlighted reference is equal to hashtag, and then we'll say contacts header. And then if I actually run this, click here, it'll take us straight to our contacts. As you can see, there's a little box showing that this is where it wants to take us. Also, for your information, the code might be a little bit buggy here, but if you actually save it in a notepad file, or if you try running it in your HTML editors on Google, then you'll actually realize the code is actually really functional. Because it's on the website and in an experimental editor, that's why it's acting up a little bit in our videos and in your HTML editors. And I'll quickly just copy this code, and we can put it in another website. So we'll take this, we'll inspect, delete everything that's here. So edits as HTML, delete all of this, copy our information and paste it. We'll delete this Doctype since it's already at the top. Now, if I do this, If I click here, I need more text, don't I? If I click here, it'll take me down here. So as you can see, I need this thing open. We'll open this in phone mode. So when a phone's viewing a page, you can click this in your F12 thing. That's something separate. If I click here, you'll see that what it did is that it scrolled me all the way down to this part of the page so that I can actually read all of this. And that's basically what this is meant to do. So this is known as I think an inline reference or something like that. And this is really useful inside pages, and yeah, that's about it. So that's your two different types of links. One link can take you to an actual web page. Another link can take you to a certain part of your web page or a certain heading. Other than that, now you have a contact header. So if I click here, it scrolled all the way down to our contacts header. Below this, remember our footer tags? We're actually going to use them now. We're going to use our footer tags here. So footer/footer. And in our footer tag, we're also going to assign an ID. Just like we did here, because we want a link to take us to this footer. And this footer ID is going to be bottom, to say bottom of page, right? And then we're going to write here, copyright maybe, because usually at footer of pages, like this one here, we say, I'll just copy this text. You usually have something like this, if you're an organization or something like that. Then when we run this code, we'll have our footer right there. Just put a line break on the same code. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is that just below this, we'll also add another link next to this. That'll say jump to bottom. So this will make the person jump to the bottom of the page. So same thing as we did last time. A highlighted reference equals to, and then we're going to put hashtag bottom, because that's the ID we assigned, right? And then over here, we're going to write /a. Make sure to always end your tags. Now, if I run the code, you'll see this, jump to bottom. If I click it, it'll make me jump to the bottom of that page, as you can see here. Now, similar to last time, I want you to make your Doctype tags, and inside your Doctype tags, I want you to have your HTML tag, your header tag, your body tag, and make sure to include a footer tag this time. After making all of these tags, inside put your own title, and other than your title, you also want to put your own images, your body, your text. You're allowed to use dummy text if you want. Make sure your images have alternative text, so any images you include must have alternative text. On top of that, to summarize, that's a couple images, image with alternative text, all the main tags that you have inside HTML5, your three types of links being one anchor tag that takes you to maybe the bottom of the page, one anchor tag that takes you to a specific heading, and one anchor tag that takes you to an external website. That's about it. I don't think there's anything else you have to do for now, and thank you.